It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Eagles will have it taking over a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to maneuver. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
First and goal from just inside the 5. A quick throw complete into the flat-out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
The score, Eagles 7, Vikings nothing.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
The ball carrier.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Tackle made.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to throw now. Winston. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off down at the 2.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 2-yard line.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger, and this time it costs them 2 points.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to float this one. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings.
Winston's pass.
A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. You got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now this time he'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the 2nd level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
They're going to look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. They'll call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
Number 14.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
14-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down and 5.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
57, Mike, 57.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Makes the score.
Really got the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. As the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Play fake. Winston. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in.
Winston's pass.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Minnesota.
Jameis to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second.
They'll throw again. Winston.
Eagles 49-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Here's Bailey now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Vikings 9.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
At the 44-yard line.
Down. Again, it's Winston. And it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again with Winston. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To throw, Winston. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
48-yard. Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. 41 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
It's the score, Eagles 42, Vikings 9.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's first and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Winston looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Quickly completed to the right flat. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
play action now, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got it. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? Black 25. 2 times. Hey, let's go.
They'll run for it with Cook, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Vikings 16.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles continue to roll. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL caliber defense. Is that good? I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And complete right side to Cook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, Winston. He's going to let it fly. And, Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because
the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game, and when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy. One for the safe boy. Till there's nothing left. I'm a
Ready, flag, we get that. Spinning. Wait. Check 26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Vikings.
Choose the mic. Who that? Mike 2. Watch 2.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get that ball. Choose the mic. I'm coming. Mike 2. Watch 2.
Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And now it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Check. First down. Hey, let's get it for
A second down throw for Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Jameis again. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on first and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, They knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.